Welcome back to another YaheimL production. Today, today is sort of a return to form, as one would say, right? After getting my ass beat really badly last video, well, I didn't come to this realization because of that, but I need to get back into the basics, the meat and potatoes, the bones of like what fighting games truly are, you know, just rock paper scissors simulators, you know, with more flashy, you know, things to do than just throwing rock or paper. But basically what I'm trying to say is I need to get better at my footsies, and I need to get better at my fundamentals. And what's inspired me for this is Freerun. You ever watch Freerun? Journey peak anime, by the way. In a world filled with fucking isekai trash and high schooler plots, I'm not watching no high schooler no more. You know, Gachi Okuda I'll give a pass because he's like, it's a completely different situation. But you know, like I'm done with the high school shit, you know. But anyways, because of that show, you know, Fern, you know, character in the show, she was trained by Freerun, and Freerun just had her hone the basics just 24/7 throughout her entire like training. Like they didn't do anything flashy, just hone the basics. And Freerun is putting belt to ass. She is. It was a meme. And it was talking about how Freerun can beat any mage of today with just the basics, which is pretty. I just think that's so cool, being able to just kill somebody with just straight fundamentals, you know. And I am able to do that in like Brawlhalla, but I realize I haven't been doing it much in 2xKO. My hair's fucking crazy. I've been doing it as much in 2xKO because if you think about it, right, it's a tag fighter, and there's so many different variables that it's easy to overlook how important footsies are, right? If I was playing a game like Street Fighter, I would definitely be more focused on footsies because that's like the entire game, right? But yeah, basically today, here let's get into the scene, okay? Still playing Jinx and Blitz, okay? And with getting better at neutral, we need to really identify what how do I say it? We need to identify our tools, you know. Having a tool doesn't matter if you don't even know you have it, or how do I say that? You get what I'm trying to say. Anyways, certain tools like walking and like, the one thing I realized with Jinx's dash is I miscalculated a lot. I think it's like a lot of other characters' dashes aren't as like fucking weird as Jinx's back dash. It's like a, you know, it's a glide back. But I don't really use it that much. I want to use my normals more. My lights, I mostly mean. Because Jinx has some really good lights, especially on like blocks. So there's this one move she has. Let me put the block on always. Boom. So there's like this really cool. What's the move? How do I input it? There we go. So it's like it's down forward light. So it'd be like 2-3 light, yeah, 2-3 L. I'm trying to learn number notation, but anyways, this move is really good on block because it gets you kind of back into there, like after you push them away. Like, what move would go after this actually? I guess you kind of have to start with it. It seems like. I guess I had a wrong misconception. I don't really use this move, so it's clearly showing. I've been using this move a lot more. It's actually so nice for not just covering like what's below you, but also like have a hitbox right above you in case something crazy happens. One thing I am definitely lacking in my neutral is catching people who like to jump a lot, right? Like with how do you call it? 5L. Or no, 2L. Because all the overhead, or not overheads, but all the launchers in this game like this, they have invincibility, right? So if they try and land with an attack, this will make me invincible, and I'll always win. If it's in aerial, that is. If it's like a projectile, the projectile might still hit, but I don't know. So I just need to use that a lot more, especially on like blitzcrank. Now blitzcranks is a little different. I feel like the hitbox for it is not. It's a lot more like vertical than horizontal, I feel, but I also want to get better at approach blocking with blitz, because when I realize a blitz, I kind of let the opponent approach me. I don't play proper footsies. I need to make sure my opponent doesn't just get on my block for free. Like they can't just get on my block for free. Because if I eat like a whole entire block string, I kind of lose all my pressure, right? Because we get back in the middle stage, I need to drive him into the corner, so I need to play good neutral. And besides just good neutral and good footsies, right? My round start that is one of my biggest points of contention. I feel like my round start is horrible in this game. It's one of the main ways I snowball into losing if I do lose. So I feel like my round start, I need to realize my character's options for round start. So with Jinx, I feel like when you round start, a dash back never really hurt anybody. See, we can do a dash back rocket and see how that works, right? I think we can go with that for now. Because realistically, obviously there are probably better options, and the options vary depending on who you're fighting. But I'm gonna be specifically isolating these situations. I'm not gonna be focusing on like hitting cool combos or anything. I'm just trying to get or even like focus on like hitting cool blocks or good block strings. It's mostly gonna be about footsies and shit. So I'm gonna try and drive my opponent in with good fundamentals. So let's get it. We have a match. Okay, we're gonna play Jinx Blitz. I really like how they gave Blitz the chance colors. Now I feel a bit better using them. You know, one thing I realized, Blitz isn't even like a dude. Blitz is just like a robot, which well, obviously in fighting games specifically. Okay, let's get it. Okay, see that's a point. Ooh, that's a good grab. And you know, this is going well. This is going well. Alright, he kind of fucked up. Level 3. So that was good. Now our round start was a little wonky there. We did have the right idea with going with the anti-air, right? But they had they have the projectile. So with that, you have to keep out for that. Watch out for that. You know, I low-key think I can win this. Yeah, like obviously you're gonna go for that. This guy's cooked. This guy's cooked. Watch, I'm gonna jump grab. No, I'm just gonna do that. And then I'm gonna do that. Ah! 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 See, we're getting better. Just keep it pushing. Don't celebrate too much, right? Battle pass is leaving, unfortunate. Woo. Oh, I thought that would hit. That was just bad spacing on my part. At least I had like a decent idea there. We just have to work on our execution. And option select. We can select better options. Oh, I thought I was playing Blitz and I went for the wrong move. Ah! Like I knew I wasn't on Blitz, but I like did it. I had the muscle memory as if I was on Blitz. I'm so slow. I have level 3, so what's he gonna realistically do? When you have level 3's Jinx in the corner, if they even try and press on you, you just press ultimate, like as they're on your block, and you just win because they can't escape. They're in the corner, and the rocket kind of like traps them with you, like in that space, basically. Oh. What am I doing? I could have killed him like 20 years ago. Yeah, that was my bad. I didn't even realize it was like the second round. Fuck. And I had level 3. Oh. I have level 3. I just want to get a nice setup going here. I can get my monkey. I did nothing with that setup. I just sat in the corner. What the fuck is wrong with me? You're not charging that while I have Steam, buddy. You know, I also need to be using Steam on Blitz a lot more. You know, when I have Steam, Blitz is a lot more of a threat, and I'm able to charge it up. And you are more rewarded for charging it up. So let's try and play some Blitz. You know, my issue there is trying to jump. Instead of jumping, I should have, what's the word? I should have sat there and used the move. Okay. Yeah, I knew they would burst. Yeah, why am I like so obviously jumping into him from the air? We'll play one more against him. I feel like I'm like losing the sauce. We have to play more isolated matches, right? You need to, because once you get into the middle of a match, you start to lose your way, right? You start to play like you usually do, which is what I'm doing. So, because there's a glimpse of greatness when I'm focused. All right, neutral, 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 neutral. Don't. Yeah, I was ready for that shit. I really like Gatling. The fact that you can like mid Gatling change his trajectory. Wallahi, she is cooked. Why do you always go for that? I meant to go for my fucking hug. Fuck, it would have won too. Oh, why didn't they level 3? Why didn't you level 3, SpongeBob? Fuck, I need to stop holding it. Ah, the poor lad. I'm starting to just beat him outright in neutral because I realize he's just running up to me without really thinking. Like, what is bro doing here? That was good. That was good. That was good. You see the progression, right? We did lose a few matches here and there, but overall, we're getting a lot better at our footsies. We're getting a lot better at throwing out lights because, especially in a team as with lights as bad as my team, they're gonna be trying to get in, and when they do get in, I still at least need to have a light ready because my main goal is to blow up and act like I don't know nobody. Sorry, but main goal is to if they do get in, right, the goal is to have it to a point where I'm still plus, like I'm still plus. So yeah, we learned a lot today. You know, I forgot to address the elephants in the room. I have a little fella right here. Isn't he so adorable? He just says hi, and I have the voices over there. You know, let's do mitosis. You know, let's give him a baby or he's a little friend. I'll put him on top. So cute. All right, thank you guys for watching. Pretty long video, but you know, gotta do my due diligence. Anyways, bye. Mwah.